Hello, all you crazy kitties, kitty cats, crazy cats out there, you crazy cats. Meow, crazy cats, crazy cats. I'm sad today, and you know why I'm sad? It's because I did something that I always do. And what is that one thing that I always do? I leave my whole head of garlic at the grocery store. You know, today we're gonna cook a nice little quick meal to make me happier about the garlic, because I could only scrounge up these little pittance of garlic. This is a cool, fun dish that you can do really anytime. It's quick enough, it's healthy, it's filling. It can be vegan, it can be vegetarian, and it can be neither of those things. So I'm gonna kind of give you guys all of the options here, as well as give you like a general instruction on how to make this dish. So what we're making today is essentially a black lentil dish, beluga lentils I've called them before. Who knows, you know? I love those. If you cook them a little under, they have this great texture, they hold their own, they don't become mushy. So I think they really hold up to a lot of these other things. So we're gonna add a little kale here. I call this dinosaur kale. I've always called it dinosaur kale. You can call it whatever you want. Wrinkly kale, the soft kale, not the sharp shit that hits you in the mouth and makes you bleed kale. I've got some Italian parsley, a couple nice hydroponic tomatoes, because, you know, of course, tomato season is not now. I am usually a little apprehensive to buy tomatoes right around now, but I love this dish and I wanted to share it with you. So beat a heck with it. I also have some leftover onion that I have. This was just kind of getting old in the fridge, but this is just going to be an aromatic inside the lentils while they cook. And then I have some eggs right here. I'm going to soft boil these eggs. Quick tip, you can't even see in here, but there's water in there. I'm gonna put this in there. These are cold out of the fridge and I need them to be room temperature. This isn't warm water necessarily, it's just tepid. Bring these things to room temp. Then I have some bay leaves here and some chicken stock. That is something that you could totally switch out for veggie stock, or if you have like leftover rehydrating dried mushroom stock or whatever kind of stock you got. The stock you got is the best stock on hand. The stock you got is the best stock. Stock up on some stocks. Stock up on cryptocurrency. Don't do that. So I think I've got everything covered here and I'm ready to get started. This should be really quick. Let's do this as fast as possible. Maybe not that fast, but fast. All right. All right, y'all, let's kick this off with 2 cups of beluga lentils. Then we will go in with a quarter of an onion, skin and all, a couple bay leaves, and about 6 peppercorns. About 1.5 cups of chicken stock, and then about double the volume in covered water. Then we're going to add 1 big pinch of kosher salt and put over medium-low heat for about 25 minutes covered, or until tender. I'm just going to run my knife blade right down the stalk there and pull and set aside the beautiful leafy parts. From there, just going to go with a rough chop, throw them into the salad spinner, and wash them and spin them dry. From there, we're going to prep our tomatoes, cut out that core. Be careful, that's a sharp knife. Keep your knife sharp. All right, just a rough dice on these. And then we will just hand pluck all this Italian parsley, and we're gonna give it a pretty fine chop there. Just keep going. Chop up our garlic, about 3 to 4 cloves, and then cut up 1 shallot, and we have basically most of our prep done. Now we have our eggs. Those are going into boiling water for exactly 8 minutes, and they're coming out and hitting cold water. In the meantime, I have some olive oil, about 2 tablespoons, going in with the shallots and garlic. We're gonna saute until soft and nice and browned a little, not burnt, medium low. A little chili flake in there. We need a little spice in our life, don't we? Saute, saute, saute. Big pinch of kosher salt, lots of black pepper. Always season your food, it tastes better. Now we have the kale going in. Just stir this around, get it acquainted, and try to get all those little brown bits off the bottom and mix them in. Now we have the tomatoes going in. Those are 2 tomatoes. And we are going to just finish it off with a little red wine vinegar. I know I didn't mention this before, but you know what? We're doing it. Now it's time for the plating. Alright, now we're going to add just a little parm to finish this off. Parmigiano Reggiano. This is a 24-month parm. It's delicious. It's wonderful. Little salt, little pepper. And then just top off with a little bit more parsley for aesthetics, and you are all set to enjoy. All right, we are back and finished with this beautiful dish, this lentil dish. This who knew you could make healthy food so delicious looking dish, and actually delicious, truly delicious. So let's try it out. This is one of those things that's kind of somewhere between a fork and a spoon meal. I went for a fork. You can do whatever you want. Sorry, I didn't mean to threaten you. I'm really excited actually. Super delicious, super like complex actually. Kind of smelled of all these different peppercorns and bay leaves and onions, and the lentils have this really kind of earthiness to them. My roommate even said it, this kind of tastes almost like bruschetta-esque with that verdant kind of basil-y kale, which you'd be super surprised to think that, but it's not bitter at all. And actually with that red wine vinegar, really kind of cuts through and brings out like the sweetness of the tomatoes as well. Honestly, with that baseline of the shallots and garlic, along with everything else that kind of builds this kind of monolithic flavor. And then you top it with parm, and then you have some egg with it, and it's a no-brainer. Did you know healthy food could be healthy and healthy and delicious and healthy? Didn't think so, but this can be, and you can do it too. Another great thing about this dish is that Italian parsley comes through and brings this kind of herbaceous, nice final complement to everything. You have this spiciness from the red pepper flake. You have just so many cool things going on that it really does make this a fun food to eat, honestly. So, I really appreciate you guys joining me today. This was a quick one, and I hope to do a few more like it pretty soon. But just quick weeknight, weekday, healthy, nice, rejuvenating, spirit-feeding things. You can feed a man once, but you can teach a man to cook for life, or woman for that matter, or anybody. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. My name is Joe, aka Not Junk Food, aka the guy who wants to cook you beautiful things and show you how to cook, and how to think about cooking. Not just feed you. I want you to feed you. Nourish your soul. Meditate through your food. So I brought this all together in under an hour. And honestly, that was filming the whole thing too. So if you guys wanted to do this at home, had all the ingredients, you could probably throw it together in like 30 minutes. And there you have a substantial, delicious meal. Thank you so much for joining me. Hit that like and that subscribe if you enjoyed this content. And I will see you next week, next time, sometime in the future, with more delicious, educational, healthy, tasty fun videos. Thank you. Cheers. Already getting warm behind the camera. Already getting warm behind the camera. Got red cheeks like these tomatoes. Got red cheeks like these tomatoes.